welcome to a playoff edition of Football Frenzy. He's Dan, I'm Prescott, just two guys that didn't hit the Mega Millions, because if we did, you would never see these faces again.
Yeah, well, there's always next time, Prescott. We'll talk about high school football in the meantime. And we begin sectional play tonight with a rematch nearly 12 months in the making. Wilson and Irondequoit played for a Class A final last year. Wildcats ran away with that one 40-19. But unlike the movie biz, this sequel lived up to the hype. Opening drive, 4th and goal. Freddie June, number 8 in your programs. Number 1 in your hearts over there, Irondequoit, gives I-Town a 7-0 lead. Late first quarter, Eagles punting, ball bobbled, and it's blocked! No! Wilson making a special play on special teams, set up the Wildcats on the 1. They scored on the next play, 7-7 ball game. Second quarter, June rolling out, pass tipped by Samuel Jackson. Not that one, this one. Desi Floyd, right guy, right spot. Wildcats with a pick 6, the lead, and smelling an upset. But final minute before the half, Eagles in the red zone. Jaden Turner had a hell of a game. Takes the jet sweep, cuts back inside and in. This game went back and forth. June scored the go-ahead TD with less than 3 minutes to go. Wilson was stopped on the 2 with 5 seconds left. Eagles get some revenge. They're moving on, 35-27.
Canandaigua with the top seed, taking on Webster Schrader. I call heads. Heads!
Heads!
First half belonged to the Academy. Already 3-0. Jack Johnston over the middle to John DeSalvo. And they're not gonna get him. 64 yards on the post. 10-0 CA. Later in the half, Johnston to the air again, this time to Casey Herod, who had 2 kickoff return touchdowns last week. This one also a beaut. Back in the end zone. 17-0 Braves at halftime. Credit to Schrader, they pushed Canandaigua hard. Ryan Balavia to Jack Von Annen. Canandaigua wins, but it was a close one, 24-21 over Webster Schrader.
Victor and East Ridge renewing their rivalry in sectionals, 4-5 game here. First quarter, Joey Pezzamenti, really good at lax, not too shabby at football either. 35 yards to the house, 7-0 Victor after a Lancers fumble. Rayshawn Baker making it hurt. He had a pair of tutties on the night, one from 49, this one's from just 31. An emotional win for Victor. Blue Devils cruise 41-14. And fireworks. How about that? How about to the 3-6 matchup? East hosting Arcadia. First quarter, no score. Brian Shinitsky, great fake, but doesn't fake out our camera guy, Will. Shinitsky, room to run, but coughs it up at the 5. Elijah Bernard falls on it and falls into the end zone. Sure, it's a touchdown. Titans up 7-0. It was 7-0 into the fourth quarter when Freddie Brock scored 2 touchdowns, including the game winner with 25 seconds left. The name of the game is just survive and advance. East does just that. 14-7. They'll face Irondequoit next week. To Class AA we go, under the lights in Hilton. 3-seed Cadets hosting Penfield. Second quarter, 3rd and long. No problem for Ryan Novi. The dart to Luke Condon. Base dude. 52-yard touchdown. We were all tied up at 14. And then when we score, we go, whee, chest bump. Third quarter, Novi back to the air. This time finds Kyle Walsh. Unfortunately, he's wearing a black jersey. Plays for Hilton. Cadets had 4 INTs. Set up a Sean Myers touchdown. Cadets up 28-14 on 3rd and forever. Ryan Butts rolling out and finds Marquise Powell. 68-yard pitch and catch. Hilton moving on. 35-14 winners.
Rematch from last weekend's wild finish, UPrep and HFL. The Mascots have their heads on this week. Cougars drove 86 yards in 90 seconds to win. This one, not as close. Josh Kojil, the pick deep in UPrep territory. Turner Wilson, our reigning player of the week. 4th down from the doorstep. Wilson calls his own number, reaches across for the touchdown. 13-0 Cougs. The long night continues for UPrep later in the first half. Pass tipped at the line. Ball! Austin Hamilton with the pick, sideline, going wild. Second quarter, Wilson with 1 rushing touchdown, goes in for a second. HFL in command. 25-8 winners over UPrep.
Go Cougs.
2-seed Livonia hosting 7-seed Wilson. Bulldogs getting a good stretch in. Got to get a good stretch. Who has the ball? I'm not quite sure. Joel Smith, somewhere in there, with the touchdown for Livonia.
Good.
32-14, it's points. Next Monroe possession, Stephon Gwynn with a neck roll, massive neck roll, majestic. Pops the ball out, Livonia falls on it. Fourth quarter, Livonia, more clouded dust. Micah Ross, this one goes to 11. Livonia rolls 47-20. They're on to the semifinals. Now coming up, the Buffalo Bills are trying to make it work with a QB who hasn't started a game in nearly 2 years.
That's fun. Plus, the Emmers go for their 5th win in a row. That's ahead, but first, the Livonia cheerleaders and more Section 5 scores.
You're watching Football Frenzy on News 8!
Coming up tomorrow, the sectional quarterfinals continue in Class AA. Fairport takes on Pittsford and McQuaid hosts Rush Henrietta.
Plus college football, third-ranked team in D3, Brockport hosts Buffalo State, but that is tomorrow. We are done here tonight. We are getting closer to finding out who will take home wooden bricks with little gold football players on them.
They're cool.
Thanks again for watching Football Frenzy.
T-shirts.
Colbert is next. Get some milk for Dan on Prescott. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Cool.